Hello, everybody. This next segment here, we are going to talk about what's coming up for the semester, as well as some timeline and due date stuff. But first, I just want to walk through a few resources that are available to you. So in the Start Here segment, there's the basics of students new to Canvas. So if you are new to Canvas or you just need a refresher or can't find something, there are resources here. There's a video, an online student orientation. If you are new to the program, I recommend doing this. It's got some nice resources that you can walk through, including how to update your profile. I'd like to see headshots from everybody in here so I know who I'm talking to throughout the class. Some basic information about updating your notification preferences. Make sure that in EIS, the MyUNT system, that it has an email address that you're going to see every day in case we're trying to get a hold of you. Make sure that you walk through this about the basics of how to submit assignments, managing files, communication, and that will help make sure that you have a good experience in Canvas, because Canvas has some interesting features that can be a little wonky from time to time. It's one about how to check your grades in Canvas, and then just a basic Canvas student guide here. Uh, Believe in this site, there's a knowledge base, and you can find additional information about the announcements, assignments, calendar, and other major aspects if you've got questions. It's got a search feature that is helpful in case you're trying to find something and can't find it. I use the search myself fairly frequently. So going back into the Start Here module, there's some basics about online course technology requirements and skills. These are the things that you're going to need to know. Hardware and software requirements for Canvas, any basic technology skills that you're going to need. For this class, it's not going to be a crazy amount of stuff that you're going to need, but make sure that you've got Microsoft Office downloaded because we are going to use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the basics there during class throughout the semester. And I want to make sure that you've already got it ready because the authentication process with Office 365, there can sometimes be problems. So getting that done and ready earlier is better for you. Next section has a list of UNT policies, some of the academic dates. So if you're looking for the academic calendar, final exam schedule, etc., this is all listed here. Academic integrity. So this relates to cheating, dishonesty in class, and what the consequences are. I'm not really worried about that particularly. And kind of basic acceptable student behavior, no trolling, ADA accommodations. If you do have ADA accommodations, please be sure you communicate with them. For ADA, you need to verify eligibility and you have to resubmit for ADA every semester. That's just the rules. So please be sure you communicate with them in case you have any accommodations. I'm happy to help with whatever I can, but I do have to have information from them about what I'm supposed to be doing to support you. If you are a student from outside the country, there are federal regulations that need to be followed. These can be a little wonky right now, so please be sure that you are in communication with the international office regularly to make sure that you're in compliance, because I want to make sure that you have a good experience and that there are no problems that cause any sort of hiccups for you during this probably somewhat stressful semester. There's information about sexual assault prevention. We're all completely online, so this is probably not as relevant, but it is here in case you need it. Information about DACA students, anybody who's undocumented. There's additional resources here for you, so please avail yourself of them. And then if you're not getting Eagle alerts, please make sure you do. Uh, it still refers to Blackboard here, so while we are sitting right here, you can see how easy it is for me to edit in Canvas and fix it, because apparently they still have not updated the language, even though this is supposedly new. So we don't use Blackboard anymore. Okay, so done with policies. Please review those on your own. Oops. Academic support and student services, these will all be virtual as far as I know this semester. So if you have any challenges or issues with technology, please email or helpdesk@unt.edu or call the phone number listed here. I've had to use technology support quite a bit over the last several months, and they tend to be pretty quick about getting back to you. Please be patient with them. They have a huge workload right now. If you're having issues specifically with Canvas, this is the link here, and Canvas does their own support. UNT doesn't do a lot of the support, so you have to make sure that you register a profile and you get your support through Canvas with those issues. I can't really help you with a lot of things with Canvas. If it's not working and it's a back-end problem, that's Canvas. I can answer questions about your grades when I'm grading, things like that, but I can't fix technical issues. Academic support services, there's the UNT Academic Resource Center is listed here. So if you need additional resources with Canvas, your student rights and responsibilities, disability access, libraries, tutoring, these are all listed in the online student resources page. UNT Academic Success Center, I haven't really worked with them a whole lot. However, they do provide additional tutoring and advising if you have other issues. They can help with writing if you're having specific issues, and I've had doc students and master students use the Writing Center before, and they're great. Math Lab is also listed here. I don't expect you to need that in this course, but if you're having severe issues with any of the math problems that we probably won't have, they are available now or in the future. If you need any student services related to multicultural issues, there is a center listed here that I haven't really encountered before, but I guess there's program training, workshops, and support for social justice, which is very cool. And I guess it's existed for 25 years, but I haven't seen it a whole lot, so I'm really glad that it's being pushed so that you guys know about it now. If you're having any particular issues that require counseling and any testing services, this is available for psychological support for students, and I believe that you are paying for this. My guess is that they're doing this at a distance, so definitely check this out in case you're having any issues. The Student Affairs Care Team is here to help you emotionally and physically in case there are any particular issues that you're having. Their job is to help with health, safety, and welfare of students. So please check here in case there's any issues. The Dean of Students, Dr. McGinnis, is responsible for this, and they are here to help with resources, including Office of Disability Accommodation, can support you, but their whole job is to support you with success. So if there's any particular challenges that you're having that can't be addressed through the department or the college, Division of Student Affairs and the care team are here to help. There is a Student Health and Wellness Center. I presume it's open right now. This is face-to-face, so if you are a distributed student, I don't know if you can access this, but it's something you could inquire into. I don't know how it works because I haven't used the Student Health and Wellness Center since 1995 when I was an undergrad, but I guess it's a medical clinic that's on campus that's available to you that you're paying for. So definitely check it out, see if there's something that can help you. Pride Alliance for any LGBTQ plus students is available. I am part of the LGBTQ plus network at UNT. A lot of people are working to support students that are LGBTQ plus and want to make sure that you have resources needed and anything to help you be more successful. So please let me know, let anybody in the Pride Alliance know if you need any help or resources, and uh, we'd love to support you. Student legal services. So if you're having any legal issues, they're here to help you with um, legal documents. If you're having any issues that are not related to criminal matters like traffic tickets, but if you're having issues that might require a letter proving that you're in school for legal purposes, they are here to help. And then the UNT food pantry, if you are struggling with food, we do have a food pantry that is available to you, and they do pickups, and there are different places around Denton for support. So please check this out. And it's not just in Denton. This is Mesquite, Houston, Texas, Austin, Collin County, all around. And so we're here to help you to the best of our ability. We don't want anybody hungry. It's really hard to learn when you're hungry. So these are all academic and support services that are available to you. And I know that you can read all this yourself, and I expect you to go back and review all of it, but I don't know how often you'll have any of the faculty talk through this stuff, so I just wanted to walk through it with you. The University Library Services is going to be centrally important to you throughout your program at UNT and Learning Technologies. And so make sure that you check out all this information about the university libraries. One of our doctoral students is actually an online librarian there, and she's great. We have our own person assigned to Learning Technologies who's also very good. And if you need to request materials, you can do that. They get them delivered to you, including physical items. Most of the stuff is available virtually, and we're actually going to go through this in another video, how to access the library databases and pull articles. In case there's any library technology that's needed off campus, including those of you who have accessibility challenges, UNT Libraries does support that with the Office of Accessibility. So be sure that you check out all these resources. There's a virtual tour of the libraries, which is supposed to be pretty cool. So definitely take a look and see what you can find. Web accessibility and privacy. So we are supposed to make sure that our resources are available to you that are accessible, especially for those that are visually impaired. We do have at least one student in the department that has visual impairments, and I myself have had auditory impairments most of my life, and so UNT is here to help support, make sure that you get it. If there is an issue with something not being accessible, please let us know so we can make sure that it is. There's also information about privacy. We are supposed to keep your information private. FERPA, we're not allowed to share information about you with others. We're also supposed to do everything we can to try to secure your private information. So please read through this so that you can understand how UNT supports you. I do not understand why it still lists Blackboard, but all of these places where it says Blackboard, pretend that it says Canvas for the moment, because I can't change this privacy statement. The Canvas infrastructure accessibility statement is here. Canvas, as a company, their job is to make sure that their materials are accessible. So if you have any issues, you can submit those issues through this form. And then Canvas also has their own privacy policy. So please take a minute and read through this. If you are a student who is out of the country in the EU, they have a whole separate set of guidance. So make sure you read through it. And then a list of the clear supported technologies that we provide. So the main things that we use are Canvas, which we're walking through now. Respondus is so that we can do lockdown exams. I'm not super interested in that. We use Zoom, which is how I'm recording this, in order to deliver synchronous class meetings. PBWiki/PBWorks allows collaboration. We have LinkedIn Learning that has videos on different uh, aspects of education. Um, they may look into using one or more of these resources. Could be cool. We'll see. That used to be lynda.com. And then we also use turnitin.com to check papers and stuff, but everybody's papers tend to be wildly different from each other in a doctoral program, so most of the time we don't use it. And I guess there's some sort of monitor to check to make sure that you're not cheating on exams. I don't think we'll be using that. So these are all of the supported technologies from CLEAR, which is our kind of instructional technology support unit at UNT. And then last in the Start Here section is the copyright notice. If I can get it open. So some of the materials that are in the course may be copyrighted. So if I have produced anything, including the videos that I've posted, any documents, the course itself that I have produced, uh, you have to ask for permission to use it. PowerPoints, anything else that might be in here, anything that other students produce, those can only be used with their permission. So be sure you read through the copyright notice. And that's really it on the Start Here. So we're going to take a little break. You're going to take a little quiz, and then we're going to get into the introduction.